measuring cups, measuring spoons, a spatula. This is a little bowl with a lid. If you can get some bowls with a lid for the various toppings you want to put on these things. And a food processor. This is the basic recipe. Cocoa powder, almonds, Godiva nut butter, or you could use almond butter or cashew butter. Dates. These are the ingredients that you can roll them in. This is just cocoa powder. This is cocoa powder with some cinnamon to make it more of a Mexican chocolate. Smoked paprika with just a little cayenne, and raw coconut. Oh, hello darlings, Godiva here. And I'm just making sure that there aren't pits in my dates. Even if they say they're pitted, honestly, check them. This is really easy to make, and I think of these as just something I like to have in the afternoon, maybe with a cup of tea, or maybe after dinner, when I just want something a little sweet, but I don't really want some big, cakey thing. Just a little something after dinner. They're raw, and you can roll them in all kinds of stuff. Great to have kids in the kitchen helping you with them. So let's get started. All right, so we're going to start with the almonds. I'm going to process the almonds until they become a flour. We don't want them turning into a butter, but you do want them really well ground. Basically, it should look like this, really finely ground. And then you start adding your other fun stuff. So you put in your cocoa powder, that's not cocoa mix, and then put in your dates, which I checked, and then you put in your nut butter. And then you're going to process that for about a minute to a minute and a half. You want it to come together so that it is a sticky type of substance. This is where it gets creative. So you take a little pinch of this, and then you roll it around. And if it doesn't quite stick, kind of roll it around until it does. And then if everything doesn't stick at all, put it back in the food processor and process it a little bit more. Yeah, see, I sometimes have to squeeze it and it comes out and it's just fine. All right, now you get to decide where do you want to roll this thing. So the first one I'm going to put in is for Mexican chocolate. So I've just put the lid on it. You can make like 6 of these and put them in there, and then you just shake them. And then I just tap off a little bit, and that's done. And kids can do this. It's really fun. It's really easy. You can put them into this. Some smoked paprika. Again, I'm just gonna tap it off. I put a little cayenne in this. About 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. Dash of cayenne, and that one's done. People put them through ginger, which I think is really great. Powdered ginger. You can just eat them just like this. They taste great like this, but if you want to make them more fun, you can have different things that you can roll them in. Oh, hey everybody, Marty Davey here. Okay, so I'm just leaving myself a note, those cocoa date thingies. Okay, everybody wants to have a little dessert every once in a while, so how do you do that without having a ton of fat and sugar and all this other kind of stuff? And these are a simple way to do it. And what's really nice about them is that they're very filling. So if you've had dinner and you just want something a little sweet, you're going to get one of these little nut balls at the end, and they're going to be filled with really good fats for you. I would suggest actually making them out of walnuts instead of almonds to increase the nutrient factor that's in them. They also have a lot of good fiber, and fiber helps your body slow down the time travel so that your body can actually pick up the nutrients as it's going through the intestinal tract. That's one of the problems that we have with smoothies and stuff, is they go past so quickly because there's just liquid. So this is a great food because it has a lot of really good nuts and it has a lot of good oils, and it's very filling at a very small amount. Excellent plan. And the flavors on the outside, that's not my forte, but I do like the smoked chipotle. Let's try these. Now, this is the basic one. Now, these, are not super sweet. Some people have said to me, oh, these are really nice, but they're not really sweet. Yeah, guess what? They're just dates. This is the basically plain one. Very almondy, like lots and lots of peanut butter type of flavor. And they do take a little to eat. They do stick to your mouth. All right, now this is the one that has cocoa, like the Mexican chocolate. I put a little cinnamon. Basically, I put in 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and I put in about a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Shook it up. Taste it. Make sure that it has enough of that cinnamon flavor in it. Okay, So here we go. I like the little bit more cocoa. I make these small. They're very filling. That's kind of like I'm really kind of done with like the chocolate that I want for the day. All right, now here is the smoked paprika and cayenne one. Now if you like something really spicy, then put it right into the mix. But I just wanted something on the exterior, just a little bit of color with that. Okay, smoky chocolate. And there's just a little hint of cayenne in the back. Just kind of like a little back thing going on. Roll one, taste it, and be, okay, enough spicy, or no, a little bit more. But don't get crazy, because if you're gonna eat like 3 of these in a row, you're gonna hit one of those pockets of cayenne and they can burn your mouth. Oh, I think this would be terrific after like a Tex-Mex dinner, you know, things as that this makes about 20. So I know what I'm having for dessert this week.